Hey there, Dad.
Yeah, what's up?
You want to hear a joke?
Sure, I like jokes.
Project Ascension.
Got him!
Hello. I have played a lot of Ascension and I am here to spare you from doing the same. I'm here to talk about the countless issues like balance, bugs, shady stuff, and whatever else I wanna bitch about. Welcome to the actual state of Ascension. I'm your host Xecc. Let's dig in. Now, what you're about to witness is the classic TG. You're gonna be running into them a lot on Ascension. You'll quickly notice they have a very balanced kit of 4 gap closers all under the cooldown of 30 seconds. And you better bring those global elite reaction times, because if he connects you're gonna have a bad time. But obviously, TG is not the only issue. Casters have nothing but instant casts. You're gonna end up running every single CZ and mobility spell you have available, while running away spamming instants. And boy, let me tell you, if you didn't have carpal tunnel syndrome before starting on Ascension, all the life tap spamming will definitely provide it for you.
But Xecc, what if I started playing WoW in Legion?
I'm glad you asked. Since you want everything handed to you, I got just the thing. All you need to do is gather every piece of Exodia, then you can unplug your keyboard. GG.
That was honestly a phenomenal gaming experience.
So let's say I wanna make a build. First I get all the meta talents. Then I get all the meta talent spells. Now I'm left with a whopping 1 talent essence. Ladies and gentlemen, the Classless experience. So, while the Russians are duping on the auction house, why don't we go raiding? Molten Core will probably be your first raid. Here you will encounter all kinds of fun stuff, like mobs randomly resetting, immortal dogs. If you wipe on reg, his ads won't despawn for 10 minutes. Or maybe you'll just one-shot Major Dono by hiding him away from his ads. Why don't we also check out a Niche's lair? During the first phase you might notice that she's going all Beyblade over the place, but don't you worry, it's just a visual bug. During the second phase, when she casts her breaths, you will find that half the time she does nothing at all. And in the last phase everyone needs to stand on top of the wall, because the lava cracks will hit you even where there are no cracks. I should also add that they first accidentally added Lich King and Nietzsche. The players still managed to clear it, so don't come expecting too much of a challenge. And I'm not even gonna talk about this abomination. In Laughing Skull, the Realm First come on Ethereum abused a bug, where they would use Hearthstone, and the Shadows would copy that. When I got the word, I told a few people about it, and the same day they announced that their Realm First was taken away from them. However, they deleted the tweet probably because of all the drama it created, and censored that the bug ever existed to begin with. What's even funnier is that all this drama is about raiding on a server that was first advertised to not have any raids at all. Raiding aside, there are plenty of other possibilities for some clever use of game mechanics, like stacking attack power, turning spell power into attack damage. Stats tend to change values for a lot of random reasons. recuperate might end up ticking for more than your max health. And who don't love some infinite maelstrom weapon? I would not recommend reporting bugs either, you might get banned for making a joke. Either that or you'll be ignored. Take the blood crazed enchant for example. If you have 6% from your talent, your 2% enchant will copy the value of your talent, adding up to a total of 12%. I reported this 3 times the past 12 months and I didn't even get an answer so far. But that might just be because the staff dislike the fine folk of the Vault. Here they are congratulating a guild for being the first ones to slay all enemy faction bosses. Even though I have a video that shows I did it 3 months prior to that. Which I of course told them about, but again I did not get an answer. I'm not the only one with complaints either. You can check their Discord, Twitter, forums, and even in-game. Recently a player who did not like the management of this server decided to, hate always here, advertise his location, and let people kill him. Ascension decided to make an event out of it, and my guild nagged me into trying it out, so I logged for the first time in a month.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
The chest was located on an island. There was 2 guilds already waiting there, so we had to engage them from water. Basically we all fucked off and went for the second chest, which was then taken by a guy, looting it inside Divine Shield. I later hear that the other chest was taken by a level 3. Since players below level 20 cannot be attacked, he could not be stopped. I gave my input and this was my answer. Yeah, why didn't I just mass dispel? And this is what the chat looked like after the fantastic event. They later started muting people who had anything bad to say. That's how they usually deal with criticism. Ain't nothing like some good old censoring. Now you might ask yourself, wow, what kind of people are running this circus? Well, here is a guy encouraging dropping out of school to play their shitty server. Yeah, what a good idea. Let's just play Ascension and send them our welfare money for some sick vanity items. And by the way, they have the stomach to charge more than double what Blizzard themselves does, and that's still not even the most expensive realm. While we're on the subject of the store, why don't we go back to the good old days? My good friend Neuter is one of the first players to enter the server. He paid $50 for alpha access, and he claims that back in those days you could not even reset your skills with gold, only through donations. And then there was the closed beta, where anyone could pay $15 to access the server, and the gold cost for a reset was 300 gold even at level 1. Luckily the donation store comes to the rescue. For the very reasonable price of $15 you could reset your skills to continue finding bugs in different specs in their beta. What a fantastic way to make sure everything is tested before release. They received a lot of heat for this. Gcadab even made a video about the subject.
You bunch of motherfuckers!
So they decided to change the name of the server from WoW Awakening to Project Ascension. And ever since then they definitely upped their game. Here you can pay $15 to do their job for them. Bring population. On this classless server there is no universal trainer. You can buy one however for $15. If you are too lazy to level professions then $30 will do it. There is triple and quad spec but combined they cost 15,000 gold, which is just so reasonable that everyone pays money instead. There are plenty of other donation options to save gold, like writing, bank slots, guild bank tabs, They even made the transmog system cost 100 gold per piece to use, pretty much forcing you to buy them for money. And they advertise all items as, all characters gets it, but they are not transferable from realm to realm. Which is pretty much their business model, pump out server after server so you raid by the book and gold savers over and over. And then a YouTuber called DRM suggested seasonal realms and Ascension was like, you can also buy instant level 60. Or you can just do what this guy does. Fly at you level 60 and clear dungeons with it to gear up. It's clear that the store is the most important part of Ascension. They can postpone content like on Key Reg and Dungeon 2, but there is time for a pointless vanity item collection. And if you need gear you can just use the gifting function to sell store items for gold. Here are some words from the previous community manager. He's talking about all kinds of stuff, but I decided to investigate further into this major story. He seems to expand lolly porn in their public Discord several times. I could still find some, but obviously not gonna show it here. It's good to know he got kicked from staff, but a ban wouldn't hurt either. Maybe it's just me. The owner of Ascension heard about me making a video. He obviously wanted to talk me out of it, but like he said, there is always two sides to the story. You draw your own conclusion. That's all for today, but we're only scraping the tip of the iceberg here, so stay tuned for the next episode of the actual State of Ascension. Hope you enjoyed this video. I bid you all farewell for now.